Yeah, I'm thinking about the $1 billion baby. So it's the thing that IBM, when it identifies a target that it really wants to do well in, it always says, yeah, I'm going to put $1 billion into this business. We've seen it numerous times. I mean, I think back in 1995, they want to spend $1 billion on e-business. And over the years, we're going to spend $1 billion on analytics. We're going to spend $1 billion on Linux. What's interesting to me is they said that, I think, back in 1997. But they recently re-announced the challenge. So IBM says they're going to invest $1 billion in Linux again. And you think that Linux is kind of already done. Why are they doing that? One of the recent episodes, I talk about how everything is to do with the cloud. And I think IBM's Linux investments are and have to be about the cloud. So the cloud has been this big change in the Linux market, because on-prem, everything was Red Hat and SuSE and well-managed, and IBM knew what was going on. In the cloud, of course, it could be something completely different, and IBM isn't in a position to sort of manage that. We saw in the cloud that Ubuntu as a distribution basically kind of took over from Red Hat, certainly by the web companies, and increasingly we're seeing kind of enterprises that are Ubuntu curious as well. On the cloud, it really doesn't matter as much. And so IBM needs to reinvest in Linux in order that it can take advantage and get its arms around this cloud phenomenon. So look, they recently acquired the hosting company SoftLayer, and I think that's going to be a big deal. They need to start pushing everything through SoftLayer. They didn't have the volume, they still don't have the volume of an Amazon Web Services, but they've got a stronger play now. But the simple fact is that developers are using Linux in the back end, it's what they expect. And in the cloud, Linux is the key context. We're also seeing, obviously, as Linux is stepping up as a backend for a lot of these data services and so on. But to me, why does IBM need to invest $1 billion in the cloud in Linux now? It's because it wants to win on the cloud. So it's simple. Like I said last week, all the investments we see are about the cloud, and IBM's Linux investment isn't any different.